Remember to click subscribe and notification button for more Appa's video.
Cooking Appa.
Hi, this is Cooking Appa. The other day I made some 南乳炸肉, deep fried pork belly using red fermented beancurd. Many people ask me, Appa, can I use chicken instead? The answer is yes. So today I'm just going to show you how to use the same method to deep fry the chicken. So today let's take a look at the ingredients. Today I'm using 4 pieces of medium large chicken wings. I have actually removed the drummet from the wings, and so that it's easier, easier to deep fry later. For those who want to do air frying, go ahead. I just feel that if you really want the crispiness, deep fry using oil is still a better way. But go ahead with your air fry, no problem. Now, the thing about the chicken parts is you can actually choose whichever part you like. But my suggestion is cut it into smaller chunks so that it's easier for you to deep fry later. So this is actually very simple. Just marinate, deep fry. That's all. So let's look at what we have here. Of course, we have 1 piece of red fermented beancurd or 南乳, red fermented beancurd. If you want to use the white color one, also can, up to you. So this one is actually plus some red, the red juices, the red sauce together with the beancurd. And then fermented beancurd. And then we will need a bit of oyster sauce, Shaoxing wine, 5 spice powder, a little bit of fish sauce, light soya sauce. Since I already have a lot of salty sauces, so I'm not going to add salt. Instead, I'm just going to add some sugar to balance out. And you will need a bit of cornstarch and probably half an egg. Let's marinate the chicken. Okay. It would be easier for you to prepare a bowl, separately, and to mix all the sauce and the beancurd, fermented beancurd. Then only you put it onto the chicken. That will be easier because you need to dilute things like this fermented beancurd and also the salt and the stuff. So you will need about approximately 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce. About 1 teaspoon of 5 spice powder. Right? Some Shaoxing wine, 2 to 3 tablespoons of Shaoxing wine. If you don't take alcohol, just omit the Shaoxing wine, Don't put some water. Replace it with water. A little bit of my favorite Vietnamese fish sauce. By the way, all the sauce that I'm using here, I will put it inside the description box so that you can know where to buy them. Little bit of light soya sauce. Some sugar. Take note, the fermented beancurd is extremely salty, So you want to dilute this. Make sure everything is nicely diluted or melted here. You will actually notice by putting in the Shaoxing wine, it can actually dilute the beancurd easier than water. Okay, very fast. Then you can put in this very thick sauce over the chicken. right? Then you can actually give it few stir, mix up, yeah. I can smell the nice fragrance already. Next thing we do is to put in about half an egg and approximately 2 teaspoons of cornstarch here. Maybe almost 2 tablespoons also, never mind. Mix everything out again. Now the whole marination will become thickened up. You want it to thicken up because thickened marination can actually coat your chicken even nicer. Right? So it should be a little bit watery like this, but it's not exactly water. A little bit watery will help to coat more flour later, more cornstarch later. Right, then wrap this using a cling wrap and leave it in the fridge and let it marinate for minimum 2 hours. So this is after 2 hours marinating. Yeah, taken out from the fridge. Try to take out at least 30 minutes before you want to fry the chicken. Yeah, let it go back to the room temperature. So prepare some cornstarch here. You can also use tapioca starch. So what you do here is, this step is actually very important. Coat it nicely. Coat it nicely. Give it a few pats to remove the excessive cornstarch. Then put it onto an empty plate for it to rest for a couple of minutes, 2-3 minutes, even better. I mean, better than nothing. Why you want to let it rest? Because you want the cornstarch to be nicely coated onto the meat itself. Yeah. So while resting the chicken, we can actually prepare the oil. Now we want to use medium heated oil, somewhere around 140 degree to start with, 140 to 150 degree, to slowly about 5, 6, 7 minutes to deep fry the chicken until it is cooked. Then after that, we will do a double fry by raising the oil temperature again. So how do you know it's about 140, 150 degrees Celsius? You put in the chopstick and you start seeing some bubbles coming out, and you do not see any smokes from the oil. The moment you see some smokes coming out from the oil, it is at least 180 degrees Celsius and above. So this is the kind of temperature we wanted. We can actually put in the chicken. I'm actually using a non-stick today because I want a lower heat. I don't want a too high heat for this. I'll be flipping it probably about a minute or two later. So I think the whole chicken should be ready by cooked in about 6-7 minutes. We'll come back shortly. Now, one of the tricks that you want to know whether the chicken is cooked or not, this is the time when I just put it in and you see there is a lot of bubbles. So when the bubbles become lesser and lesser, it is a sign telling you it is almost cooked. So what are these bubbles? These bubbles are actually the water releasing out from the chicken itself because of the high heat. Yeah, and always remember this: the moment when you take out the chicken from the hot oil, the temperature must be higher than the one when you initially put it in. Then only it will not start eating oil. Yeah, Chinese say eating oil. Many people always say that by deep frying using a lot of oil, the ingredient or the chicken or the fish is going to be very oily. No, that is not true. If you know how to deep fry, like I always guide you all, it will not be oily at all. Another very important tip is that many people find it difficult to deep fry. They say the outside is already almost want to burn, but inside is not cooked yet. The thing is, there is a high possibility that you probably did not defrost your chicken properly. Maybe it is still a little bit frozen inside. Yeah, this is one of the reasons why I tell you that if you take out from the fridge, try to take out from the fridge at least 30 minutes to let it go back to room temperature before you want to deep fry. Yeah. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. It's looking really good. And very, very fragrant right now. I wish you can smell this. This is about 2-3 minutes. I'll give it another 2-3 minutes, yeah? This is approximately 6 minutes plus. You will notice the bubble become lesser and lesser. And the chicken is, when you touch it, you can feel it's actually getting very, very crispy outside. And we have some really beautiful golden brown color, right? So now what you can do is prepare an oil absorbing paper at the side. You can now actually take it out. Okay. I'm going to do double fry later, just to make sure it's even more crispier. Yeah, that is the secret of making your fried chicken very crispy. Double fry. Now let's do double fry. I'm raising the heat now to medium high heat or even high heat, and we are going to deep fry the first round chicken for about few seconds. Remember, only few seconds, because you want to make the outside surface very crispy, but you don't want to burn it. It can burn very easily because now it's very high heat. Yeah, few seconds, and then you have to take it out very fast. You don't want to burn your chicken, yeah? But now, put it on top on the oil absorbing paper for a minute or two. Then you can move it over to the serving plate. Okay, so here's Appa's very crispy deep fried chicken with marinated with fermented beancurd. Yeah, 南乳炸鸡. So I hope you like my video. If you like my video, do share my video out on your Facebook to your friends. Come to Cooking Appa Facebook fan page to click like and follow button. Follow Appa on Instagram and subscribe to Cooking Appa YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Bye bye.